up, everyone? Joel is here. Welcome back to another webisode on the J Advice Show. It's been a long time since my last video and everything. I said probably like a month when I did my two reviews. One of the Wendy's collection toys they had, and then also on the one on the McDonald's as well with the Minecraft ones and everything like that. So I've been waiting for the weather to just get nicer, which finally it's here and everything. Really happy. Today's a beautiful day. Like honestly, today I should have went to the park and everything like that. And I could have done a video to enjoy the weather day because I want to do some more outdoor videos on here. So I was also waiting for the weather to get better so I can do some more videos on here and like outdoor videos on here and everything like that, and some more dance videos and other stuff like that. I want to do like plenty of projects I had to do that I have in mind to do on the channel and stuff like that. But I was waiting for the nice weather and everything like that, which kind of sucks, living in a state that you have all seasons, so you can't really, sometimes you just have to like just take advantage of when the weather's nice and do as much as you can, which is what I'm gonna have to do for this spring/summer and everything like that before it starts getting cold again and before the time changes and it gets dark mad quick. But yeah, so I have a lot of things in mind that I want to do and everything, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I miss doing my dance videos and everything like that, so I'm definitely gonna be doing all that stuff and all that good stuff that's coming up soon. It's coming up soon because I want to get some more content out on this channel and everything like that, and also to keep, like have things in my mind to keep talking about. Always have like some type of content to like, post on here, upload and shit like that, you know. And today I just want to talk about real quick, is what's it? What's it? On the whole, like, this whole social media, like how social media has been nowadays and everything like that. And honestly, like it's probably one of the reasons why too with me when it comes to like doing like try to like come up with like things to talk about things because I don't really be on social media as much anymore. Like I go on it, like I go on like Twitter and like on what's it Twitter, sometimes Facebook and everything like that, but that's about it. I don't really like be following up on like social media nowadays and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get more back into like how it was, but thing is, social media nowadays just sucks, guys. Like it's just so shitty and everything like that. Like the old days of like social media, like when I first had a Facebook and everything, even before Facebook with MySpace and everything like that. And then when I was like kind of forced to get Facebook, and then after that when Instagram came about, like I had that and Tumblr and all this other stuff. Like it was just much more fun back in the days to be on these stuff and like and like and talk to people and engage with people. And then when you had like a lot of like followers or friends or whatever like that, you was able to talk about things you post or whatever like that. I don't really have that nowadays and everything like that. Majority of my friends are gone and everything. It would be nice to like find new ones, which is something I'm gonna be in the process of doing soon because that's something I definitely like to have now and have more friends because honestly I do miss my old crew and everything that I had back in the days because this is so much shit we used to do. It was just fun. It was a lot more things we had in common and it was just more fun. They had like more free time and everything like that. So I do miss those days of having a crew like that. So that's something I definitely want to push to get again. But back in the days it was different. With social media, when you have like all these friends and everything like that. So it makes social media more fun. When you have all the all your friends or whatever like that, your big crew or whatever like that. You posting, people talk about it and everything like how I used to have on Facebook. When I even check my old what's it when Facebook memories like pops up and they show me like old posts I made years ago, like 11, 12, 13 years ago, 15 years ago, and everything like that. It's always like a lot of them was like a lot of likes or like people like commented. It was like a lot of people from my old crew from the Amigos and everything like that. And I don't really get that anymore. Um, I guess another reason why I should say is because I don't really be on social media. So if I go on these stuff more and make new friends and everything, then it'll be different. But it's just I don't really like how the social media is just not the same as it used to be. And also, what I don't like now, especially when it comes to like Facebook and Instagram and shit, they pushing too much of this crap in people's faces that people don't like. A lot of people don't like, which is the AI bullshit. Like I freaking hate this AI crap that they just like just shoving down your damn throat. It's just everywhere. It's like it's freaking annoying, and I just wish there was some way to like get rid of it. Like I've been trying to like find ways to deactivate some of this stuff, or even using old versions of like these social media things just to try to avoid it. Some of them are forcing you to like update and everything like that, and it's like kind of annoying. So that's one of like the biggest things I don't like with social media now. Why I kind of like stay away from it because I'm tired of seeing that shit in your face, and it's like no way. Sometimes it's like is this in your face? It's like no way to like kind of avoid it. You just have to kind of like ignore it and everything like that while it's in your face, and I don't like that. So there has to be something that you can do to like get rid of that shit because it's freaking annoying. And I missed that back then. Social media, you don't have to worry about that crap in your face. You have more control or whatever on social media. In my opinion, you have more control. You know, you don't have all this freaking AI, like trying to like take over your damn, your life pretty much and everything like that. I don't like that at all. And like I feel like that shit is just for lazy people who like too lazy to like have a talent for anything, whatever. So they use that to like make art for them or music for them. Like if you have AI for that, then you're shit. You're garbage. Just forget about doing that and do something else with your life. Pick up a different career or talent or whatever like that. If you have to resort to freaking AI, so that's one thing I don't like, and that's another big issue is we have to find out what's real now because you don't know what's real or this person wrote this or this person made this, created this. You don't know anymore. So I don't like this old age of AI, and I'm just dying for this to go away already. This shit just die out. This trend just goes away, and we can go back to how things were before this. So another thing I don't like when it comes to social media. Another thing would be what's it the what's it the other features they have like the reels, the stories where you have on the top. I don't like any of that stuff either. Like I prefer like how Facebook used to be without that stuff. Like I don't give a shit what the fuck you do in your life. I don't need to see a story at the top to see what you done or what you last ate or what you get like dressing up for your party or anything about your kids or whatever. I don't give a shit about that. So I don't like that that feature is there and it's like right at the top. So once you go into the website, the app or whatever like that, that's the first thing you met with. And I hate that shit so much. So that's another big thing I like with social media, especially when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, because that's all you see and everything like that. And I'm trying to find some ways to get rid of these stuff. There's ways, honestly. There's ways with using like ad blockers it can help with doing that stuff and like modded versions of these apps and stuff like that or whatever you can do. But it's just freaking annoying, and that's like two of the main reasons why I don't really like to use social media nowadays because of those two things, the AI and all this other features that they throwing on you, which I don't give a shit about and everything like that. Because I feel like when it comes to social media now, like when you're posting things on Facebook or whatever, Instagram, people don't really like that stuff nowadays or comment on like how it used to be back in the days. They only focus on your stories. They care about that more. If you post a story, you get a lot of views on that. If you post something, like in in your news feed or whatever, they don't really look at that. Like I don't get that shit at all. I don't like it. I prefer the old school way and everything like that. And I'm old school with that stuff. And I just wish we could return to those times of social media and stuff like that. And I can't even think of any social media platform right now that still sticks to that method. Maybe Tumblr. I mean, I kind of use it fairly recent, and I don't see any of that shit there. Mainly because since it's not freaking owned by what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg. That's probably why. But yeah, but everything this guy owns is like the same bullshit with this freaking AI and then meta AI crap and stories this and reels that. Like I hate that stuff so much. And same thing with YouTube, like how they fucked up YouTube, like Google did with that. Ever since they bought them, YouTube's been shitty, guys. This has been terrible with these stupid shorts, which will be their answer to reels and stuff like that. I don't like that stuff at all. Like I just prefer it to the way it's like I just miss those days. Like I just miss like how everything was back then. Like 10 years ago, whatever like that. It was just better. Everything was just better. Now everything is just like garbage now and this shit. So it kind of like this makes me feel like that mood like you just sometimes don't feel like doing shit or being around this or that. Kind of like is a depressing feeling. So I miss the old days. I miss like how things used to be in this world, and I don't like the changes that they, I don't like these changes at all. And I know a lot of people do agree with that too. A lot of people's gonna be like, oh, just get with the times or whatever, and move on or whatever. That's not what it's about. And what I really missed back then, when I have my old crew, like a lot of them were like the rebel types. We fight back against things or whatever. We don't like we're not soft or just listen to whatever, what people tell us to do or just brush it off and like, oh, I'll get used to it. Oh, it's no problem, like that. I don't like people like that. So I do miss the old crew I used to have, like when it came to like me and Joanne, for example. Like she was like more the rebel type, and at the time I was super soft, and then she because of her, it kind of like brushed off on me. But like now, as I'm older now and everything, I'm kind of like her now when it comes to that stuff, and everything. So I don't like that. I wish there was some way you can like go back to the old days of how life used to be and like how when it comes to social media and stuff like that. But social media as a whole is just terrible now. It's like I don't like the way it's going. And on top of that, I have this freaking TikTok shit that really ruined social media. I freaking can't stand it. And that's another thing that's so annoying that everyone talks about or I see all the time. Even sometimes I watch like somebody posts something on Twitter or whatever, it's a clip, but it's from freaking TikTok. Like, come on, like I hate that so much. That shit needs to go away too. Hate it so much, man. But social media as a whole just freaking sucks, guys. So I'm gonna say like I had to go like a little rant right there, a little rant right there talking about because I don't like social media of today. Like I miss the old days of it. So that's what I would say my main reasons why I don't have that much interest in social media nowadays. And then the second would be, if I had more people I was chatting with, like how I used to be back in the days, then probably I use it a little bit more often. But yeah, but some of these features on there, it just kind of annoying in your face. But there's ways to block it out, whatever like that, to pretend don't exist. But then there's those people who will like probably send something to you, like a link for or something they'll send you on, from within social media, whatever like that. But you can't see it because since you didn't update it, which is what I don't like either. Like because of course everyone's just gonna update. They don't care about that stuff. They're not gonna fight that shit. They're just gonna update it. I keep the older versions and everything. So sometimes people send me things I won't see it because that's a new feature and everything like that. So yeah, so I don't like what's going on in this world. I really don't, guys. I really don't like life was just so much better. So that's probably like one of the reasons why I like those like kind of like really in the mood sometimes you even like do sometimes any videos on here whatever like that. But I try to like I think it's just just think positive, just think positive, pray, talk to God, everything like that, and just live my life, live my life, and try to just block out all that shit. That's the only thing I can say to do. For a lot of you people who probably think like me and everything like that, which probably like the small few that thinks like me and everything like that, that like yeah we're young but we still have like I would say like a older kind of like old school mindset when it comes to like how life used to be and not even that old because like 10 years ago it was not even like I'm talking about something like 50 years ago whatever whatever like that I wasn't even born yet but I was talking about like things like 10, 13 years ago like this stuff was just better and I feel like the last best year like I've mentioned this I don't know if I mentioned it on this channel I think I did but the last best year was 2019 I feel like after that is like we're in a whole different world now. I don't like what's going on now. So I wish I could go back to that time and everything like that. But yeah, it's just life just sucks, honestly. This is not the same anymore. People are not the same anymore. Like and man, certain friends I used to have is not the same anymore. And like friends that I would love to have back is just guess it's gonna be hard to find, but I would like to find more friends like that, like how I used to have back in the days and everything like that. So something I should start looking into feel like it's something that's not going to be easy to do here in New York City, but would be much easier to do like out of state and of course different countries like I mentioned on here. Like it's easy for me to find like cool friends and stuff like that out the country and stuff like that. So maybe it's something to do with Americans. I don't know, but yeah. But one thing I like when it comes to like Americans, real quick, that I like with people here. A lot of people here is just always like you say like stuck up. They're always in their own ways. They always feel like they the shit and then especially when it comes to like materialistic people, like they just want to have the latest shit and whatever like that. And they rather just waste money on expensive shit without you don't need to and stuff like that. I like more simple people who's not into that stuff now, don't care about the latest stuff and just living their simple lives or whatever like that. That's the type of people I like and everything like that. Not the people who just runs out there and just buys whatever and those care. That's all they care about in their mind. Materialistic things, expensive shit, the newest shit, things like that. And I feel like that's something that's more common in this country, which I don't like, and everything like that. When I prefer to like talk to people, we even like hang out with people in like poorer countries and stuff because we have more in common and everything like that. They're not like that. They're more simple people, like how I'm a simple person. Like it's not about money. I don't care about the latest trends. I don't care about any of that shit. That was the old me. I don't care about that stuff anymore. But a lot of people around me is like that now, so it's kind of hard to really like have type of friends like that when I prefer to have people like a little bit more in common with me, which is really hard to find nowadays as opposed to how it used to be back then and everything like that. But I'll see what can happen. I'll see what's gonna happen, what I can do and everything like that. But yeah, but like I said, want to have more content on here and everything like that. Just gotta think of some stuff, think more positive and everything like that. Because I've been looking back at a lot of my old videos on here, like damn, like these are the days I miss doing these videos. It's just so much more fun. Life was just so much better, and I always felt like I was like, always in the mood to do a video and stuff like that. And nowadays it's like I'll be like whatever, But I don't. I want to break out of that definitely. And also, like I said, another reason why because I was waiting for the nice weather and stuff like that. So now we have good weather. So now I can do some videos and everything like that, some outdoor stuff. Outdoors would be better for me as well too because you're outside and everything, chilling. you feel more positive, have like more that positivity feeling, you feel more in a good mood and stuff like that. So that's another reason why my dance videos like to do, that's something to cheer me up, and also, keep, something to like to do. So yeah, so things like that, I have on mind that I want to do for the channel. Other projects I have on mind, I'll see what I can do. But there's a couple of things I want to do, like what I used to do back in the days, like with my own crew and stuff, like like have one of them on my show, a guest star, or whatever like that. We could talk about things and stuff like topics going on in today's world. What do we think about this? What do we think about that? When I used to do like dance videos and stuff like that with with some of them and stuff back in the days, and how we want to do short films and stuff like that. I don't have anybody for that stuff anymore, So a lot of these things that I just have to do alone until when I finally get like a new crew and stuff like that. But yeah, but sometimes I try not to like think too much on it, especially when I look at the Facebook memories, or like when I watch back old videos on here. It's just makes me think too much. It's like, damn, like I miss these days. And even though I don't care to like talk to them now or hang out with them, like I do miss having friends like, that them back in the days. It was just a lot more fun and everything like that. I was like more always in the mood to do things and everything like that. We did a lot of cool stuff. We all had time on our hands, and everything like that. So we did a lot. It wasn't always busy, and we had a lot more in common and everything like that. We can go wherever we want, we can eat whatever we want. It was much better. But yeah, but I don't know. What can you do, right? You just gotta just keep on going forward and just hope for the best, think positive, hope for the best and everything like that. But yeah, but like life just sucks now. It's just not the same. And yeah, so that's it. That's it with that. Let's go on my little rant and then talking about these other things in life. Um, and yeah, so that's about it. So I'm gonna see, because the last time I did an outdoors video was around this time last year. Well, actually, it was in June of last year and everything like that. So it was about to be 1 full year since my last outdoor dance video and stuff like that. So definitely gonna be doing some more of those and everything like that, especially because the weather's nice. I'm looking forward to that. I wanted to go back into doing my music again, which I stopped doing for like, and that was since 2023, I think. So I got to get back into that as well. And yeah, a lot of things I want to do, guys. A lot of things I want to do in this channel and everything like that. So what I just need to do is just think positive, not worry, not stress it, not be lazy and everything, and just have things to do and just constantly like, have some push out some content on this channel, like I've been doing a lot on my other channel, my gaming channel, stuff like that. And yeah, so I think that's it. Anything else I wanted to mention real quick? I know I talked long enough. I think that was it. Yeah, so I want to talk about a few things. Want to, my little rant on social media and on life itself, and about with friends in the past and everything like that. And so kind of me just ranting and venting and everything like that, my frustrations and stuff like that. And then hopefully, things will change. And like I said, I don't know when it comes to people here, but I know I can find a lot of cool friends and people have more in common in different places, farther, which has always been like that for me. Always. I even talked about a lot of times on the channel when it comes to long distance relationships or friendships. I always find people that have more in common with me, or that's like much cooler to like talk to or be with or whatever, far further. It's never close. It's never been that way for me. I never had that luck, which I don't mind. I don't mind. It's just, of course, if somebody's further, is kind of gonna be a little bit harder, especially when it comes to like having to have money, save up and stuff like that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, so anyways, guys, that's it for this webisode and everything like that. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought and everything, and try to bring some more content, get some more subscribers. I did get a few subscribers here and there for my last two videos and stuff that I did. I got a lot of views for those videos as well. So I definitely like to do some more reviews on future stuff or whatever like that. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time for another webisode on the Jay Device Show.